Good morning. This is Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey guys. All right. I got an interesting thing coming up pretty soon. I definitely need to get my IVC calibrated and a couple little issues I need to get fixed on it. This is an IVC-960 color editor. One of the most extreme, rarest video machines you'll probably ever get your hands on. I've never seen another one like this anywhere. Of course, you guys have seen my portable ones, which, you can find those almost everywhere. But this is a professional editor. It came out in 1970. There was very little of these made. And I picked this up in Chicago. It was in storage at some video house. Happened to have this back. Somehow they got it, and somebody bought it in an auction and stored it away in a warehouse. And then he ended up on eBay, and the man saw what I did, and he gave it to me. He said, just pay the shipping on it, and it ended up here. All right, I've used this thing about 3 times now, and this is an awesome recorder player. I mean, this unit's unbelievable. Just want to walk you through a couple things about this machine, and I do have a client at the Smithsonian that said that they had 3 gigantic reels of tape, large reels, but they play on absolutely none of the machines that they have. And he says they're marked IVC Special Edit, which I told him it's going to probably be something that was done on an IVC editor like this, not an IVC portable, because it's a large reel. So he says they have a very important tape that they found. It's at the Smithsonian. It's a bunch of stuff was edited on it. It's on an IVC tape, but it's a full reel, full size type of tape. It means at some point somebody had a machine like this and edited the program for whoever it was, and then the Smithsonian ended up getting the tape. But it's like I said, these come around once in a while. I'll get a call about these, the big full size IVCs. Not very often, because these were very rare machines back in 1970. Very small run of these machines were made. But the thing is, this was the higher end IVC, the best of the best, made for the 1-inch that this machine was designed around. This was the best machine made for the IVC 1-inch alpha wrap type of scan. And I just happened to get lucky enough to get one. This is my pride and joy machine right here. I mean, this thing always reminds me of watching TV show Lost in Space. The Lost in Space robot, the buttons on the front. So this machine has a very fond closeness to my heart. I actually love this machine very, very much. All right, but this is the best of the best when it comes to an IVC machine. It's a 1-inch video editor, extremely rare. I've never seen another one like it anywhere. It's got all the full capabilities of editing and all the cards that are accessible to the front of the unit. So today, I'm probably not going to get this tape for a couple weeks, maybe longer. But I wanted to take a minute to oversee this because I need to order some parts. But I just wanted to show you this machine real quick. You have a lot of the control factors right at the top when you open up this little door. Horizontal, lock, color, phase. So you don't really have to screw around with any of these trimmers that are preset on these boards. You kind of have the ability to control the issues up here in the main panel. I did notice one thing when I was trying to use this the other day, that the take-up reel or when you got it in a play position, this reel is not putting enough torque to keep enough tension on the tape. And I had a test tape in here, and it was actually eating it. And it didn't do that before, but we definitely know what's causing it. On this particular machine, you have what's called a control function board. This actually controls your tensions and your speeds and various things in playback for your torque and that type of thing. Well, this thing has got, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a bunch of relays in it, a few transistors, some other things. I need to pull this card, and I'm going to do some testing on it. I do have replacement relays, which I just got, but I got a funny feeling it's going to be a transistor, and I'll have to swap that out to get the full function of the problem of during playback. I mean, it should automatically hit a tension on this particular take-up so it has enough tension to drag the tape through the machine. Well, it stays loose, and it's not supposed to do that. So I got a funny feeling one of these very old relays on the inside is bad. My guess, and if it isn't a relay, it's a very small board. There's very few electronics on it. I could troubleshoot it pretty quick and swap out the problem. But we do need to pull out this card. But I need to fix that. And also I wanted to fix one of the connectors on the very bottom of this and put a more cleaner connector. The connector is all corroded, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out the remaining connectors on the very bottom, so you got better connection. When you BNC connect these things, you got a better tight connection before I run it through my system. But this thing has a couple little problems I've been wanting to get to, but I definitely have to pull out this tension power control board right here. This controls your torque, your playback functions, and all that type of stuff is controlled from relays in this particular card right here. So I just wanted to show you guys, this is a very, very cool machine. And but like I said, this is an IVC-960 color editor. Extremely rare. I mean, it was made in 1970. It did not take off. Very few of these machines were bought. Most of the ones that were bought were all the portable ones that you see, like the, you know, like the portable ones I've been using. You've been seeing the various models, 720, I believe, and some of these other models. Those were real popular, but they came out with this at the very end of 1970, but there was already other formats available that people were buying, so this machine did not take off at all. Very, very few of these were sold. But it's a very cool machine. I thought you guys would like to see this. It's got really, really high quality build here, guys. I mean, the components on this thing is insane. Really nice relays, meters. It's ridiculous. And then they have it full access through this special rack that I put it in. I'm able to actually get to the cards because this came with a full cabinet, and it was long wise. It was a huge cabinet that this thing went in. I did call them up to see if they still had the cabinet. He said that thing's been long gone. So we made a rack for it, so now I just gotta do some troubleshooting. I do need to pull this card out, and just thought I'd show you that little project I gotta get to. Just a couple little minor things, but the Smithsonian did have they said they have a special project with a tape that they've tried forever to get done, and of course they don't know what it is, but it's most likely an IVC full-size reel, which we can do now, because the difference is you got a big reel that goes on these units, and you can edit it. The smaller units can only accommodate the small reel. That's it. So you have to have one of these for the larger reels. If they were edited on big reels, you got to have these units to play them back. So I hope you enjoyed this video.